Live EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Mexico City Golden Eagles.
Wait, that round 80, round 80.
First carry for James Conner, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Wait, that, ready? Go Bandit. Ozzy. Ozzy.
Watch twitch.
72.
Switch. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Bang. X3. 218. Chop it. Hey, check it.
36.
Alert.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Let's go, D. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey,
6-6. Pull it high.
Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
check the backer, check the backer.
Topper, topper.
On first down, it's Conner, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it out, read.
You draw forfeit. Hey, 66.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Be ready. 72.
They'll look to run with Connor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Hey, Haywood.
To throw is Brady. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Hey, Orbit.
Brady now on third and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. We're scoreless after 1. Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10, just shy of the 30. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Let's go, 18 Gators.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Throwing his lock on third down. Flush to his right. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check it, reload! Regular!
Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Go now. 30 base.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, Lock. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Hey, 66. 24.
Brady now on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 1st touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 13-7. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, wahoo!
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Shotgun snap and again to Lindsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Ready. Come on, come on. 80 weapons.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
They start with a give to counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Out, X3, 218, chopper.
They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Bravo.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Now Brady again. He completes it to Evans. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits creates.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So now the Broncos offense will come out here as they'll try to add on 2 more.
You, 6'6", pull it high.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a give to Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run by Lindsey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run here with Lindsey. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He wants it all. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there. 59 yards. He'll look to throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Goal 50. Buzz. Sugar.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 15. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And
as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsey. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.